Worldbox videos to fall asleep to. Here we have Geoffrey, son of Montgomery. Now Geoffrey lives in a peaceful little town called Heavensby, known both for their lovable sheep and for the enormous minefield that surrounds it. Let's hope that Geoffrey is wise enough to stay away. He was not. Ah, paradise. There is no war, no death, no hunger. Everyone has all they could ever want and all they could ever need. What's that? Do they have free will? How can we test if they are morally good without evil to test them? Well, you're right. I suppose that'd be the kindest thing to do. Maybe not my wisest idea. Hello everyone and welcome back to Worldbox. Today we are starting with Melon and Gorg. Let's see what happens. No way! They have formed their first kingdom. It seems that Melon is gathering berries while Gorg is building a fire. And now they have built their first house. No way! They've just had a baby. Guys, we are going to call her Lucy. But wait! Oh no! If you don't want to end up like Lucy, subscribe. This map is incorrect. As a man who has done multiple history degrees, I can confirm that the UK had more than 162 people in World War II. Hey, what is Timothy doing in the Soviet Union? Here we have Adam, and here we have Eve. We're going to give them 1,000 years to develop a civilization. Let's go! Well, that was fun. Hello everybody and welcome back to the arena. Today we have a battle for the ages, so let's meet our contestants. On the left hand side we have the HostagePanda, who is acid-proof, attractive, fast, fireproof, freeze-proof, giant, immune, strong, tough, genius, immortal, blessed, dragon slaying, king slaying, mage slaying, and wise. And on the other side we have TJ, who is fat, slow, tiny, ugly, and cursed, accompanied by Aaron. So as always, we'll give them both madness and see how this plays out. And we have our winner, but wait, Aaron is still in this.
Shots at the enemy. I'm gonna make it to the top, leave a legacy. If I got something to say, you better let me speak. Turn it up a new degree, bitch, you ain't seen anything.
Who would win? One demigod or 1,000 peasants? So over here, we have our glorious demigod, Gregory. Now, Gregory is agile, attractive, fast, fireproof, freeze-proof, regenerative, strong, genius, immortal, who also glows in the dark. And he of course lives in the glorious kingdom of Greg, which is a bountiful land full of natural resources and a lot of cows. On the other side, we have our 1,000... Yeah, that's close enough. Now, our peasants are fat, glutton, tiny, short-sighted, I don't know why they're regenerating, weak, ugly, stupid, and what's more, they live in a barren wasteland with just a few cacti spattered about. Oh, and this is Timothy. Now, Timothy has no real relevance to the video, but I mean, he is immortal and poisonous. But ignoring Timothy, I think it is time that we get started. So, straight away, my bets are on the glorious kingdom of Greg. He is the perfect man, and while the Greglers may have a lot more people, they're stupid, and they can't really do anything in this island here. Whoa, wait a minute. There are two people in the kingdom of Greg. Now, I'm not quite sure how Greg's had two children now, considering he is the only man on this island. Wait, unless... And a lot of cows. The glorious kingdom of Greg is already expanding all across the bountiful land. Where over here, the Greglers have not actually done anything yet. They appear to just kind of be running about in and out of some huts. Timothy hasn't really done much yet, but I mean, there's nothing on his island. We'll give Timmy a dog for company. Ooh, a new village has been founded. Now, I wasn't also expecting this many cacti. Like, let's have a look and see who the king of the Greglers are. It is King Uridade. Yeah, I think we can do a bit better than that. Let's go for... Julio Cesar Valerie Mu, who is a masculine Brazilian child, born on May 8, 2010, with 4 foot 9 inches, 38 kilos, with a blood type of AB, and now King of the Greglers. I don't think the Greglers are particularly ambitious at the moment, but I feel like if we just, chuck in just a few bears, give them some food, because I am a benevolent god, and I know they're all starving. Go on, have them! They've not seemed to actually do anything yet to any of the bears. Oh god, what have I done? They can't hurt the bear. You know what? I would say that is character building. Let's pop over here to the better of the Greglers, and as a reward for making the name of themselves, we're gonna give them some chickens. Come on, the chickens are there. Eat them. Right, now I've given you 6 berry bushes for all 996. Oh god, the bear's gonna kill them. Right. You know what? We're going to make a hero for them. So we're going to call their hero the Anti-Greg. Like, we kind of just need him to attack and kill the bears. Like, he's never going to be a match for Greg. But they're not even going to get to Greg if the bears kill him all. So we're going to make him fast. We're going to make him strong. You know what? He doesn't actually need much more than that. He should be able to make a slight difference with the bears. Please. Come on. Yes! Damage is being done. The Greglers will rejoice. So during that time, the glorious kingdom of Greg has expanded, and they cover about the same amount of landmass, apart from their landmass is a lot nicer. To be a fair and benevolent god, I should probably put a bear on here as well. But I'm not going to. Right, the bears seem to have been killed. As we can see, they are all starving for food. You know what, we will actually just give them some sheep. Like, they need to develop slightly before they can do anything else. Guys, it's sheep. You can kill sheep. I believe in you. Stop dying. Just to give them a bit of a chance. Just a slight one. Just a slight one. We're going to make it so people don't die from hunger. Now, we'll only leave this off for about 20 years, but just enough for the Gregless to get onto their feet. Interestingly, Timothy's not really done much, apart from the fact that he is hungry, and I don't really think there's anything he can do. Like, he can play with his dog Woof. Oh, I love that. But he can't really make anything of himself. Now, I know I said he's not relevant, but we'll give him a tree. There you are. You've got your tree, you've got your berries, you've got a chicken, and we'll even put a bit of stone here for you. Throw you a bone. So we'll come back and explore Timothy again in a while. Interestingly, it looks like the Gregless have stopped dying. So I think now the best thing we can really do is speed up time and just wait and see what happens. I didn't even do that. Like, you saw that, right? I did nothing there. I'm literally doing nothing there. Right, just because that is quite unfortunate. Like, I get they're unlucky, but let's top up the population just a bit. We'll go up to, say, 750. At this point, I think it is just divine providence. We'll put a few up here. Oh, they are a different city. You know what they say, warfare breeds innovation, so let's just make a few different kingdoms and see if any of these can compete with the glorious kingdom of Greg. Check on Timothy, and I mean, he's not eaten yet, despite the fact he has a berry bush, he's got chickens. Foolish man, foolish man. Gregory is finally armed. He has himself a nice toothpick. Created by O. Elodio from the glorious kingdom of Greg 2 years ago. I was wondering why nothing was really kicking off with the Gregless, but it may be due to the fact that we haven't had angry villagers on. Let's see if that makes a difference. See, I'm still not seeing much revolution, but at least now, yeah, I think the glorious kingdom of Greg may have this in the bag, considering that despite the fact that they are severely outnumbered, the Gregless just keep getting struck down by me. And again, okay, you see the cursor here? Doing nothing. And let's have a look and see if anyone here has particularly done much. So they do have weapons, and like, you know, they have 6 villages when they should only have 3, with 47 buildings. So how is it, right? How is it that they have no army? We're just going to start a few armies. We're going to start with beef, and we'll see if the entire nation of the Gregless can take on these 2 people. I wouldn't have my fingers crossed. We're going to rename this kingdom Greg ? Because maybe they'll side with King Greg, or they'll go for the Gregless. Oh, something's going on in the kingdom of Greg. Now that is interesting. The people are starting to get boats, and not being funny, but I don't think any of the orcs want that. Due to the glorious kingdom of Greg being so overpowered at the moment, we're going to test them in the same way we tested the Gregless all those years ago. I imagine that the kingdom of Greg will be slightly better at taking a few wild animals on. Don't judge me. Everyone loves a killer bear. 140. Let's see. Will the bears take out any? Yes! Yes! They got at least 1 confirmed kill. And now the population is growing again. I mean, they say that madness is trying the same thing again and again, expecting a different result. Get bad! At least now, though, the Gregless do have an army. Now, Timothy is now 54 years old, and he's still hungry, because he just doesn't want to kill the chickens. He's a nice and honourable man. And I think to reward that, we're going to give him a penguin. Or 2. Or 3 or 4 or 5. The Gregless did manage to take on the questioning Gregs. But more importantly, we are now in the age of chaos. This age will be a time of blood and death, where the world will be in turmoil and anarchy will reign supreme. Perfect! Now we might have some drop. The glorious kingdom of Greg have declared war on the blood of Durs. God, no! No! Timothy, what happened? No. I'll save you. Probably good in the sense that they'll motivate the orcs, but Timothy, he was here from the start. He had his dogs, his chickens, his penguins. You know what? I want to see some real conflict now between the Gregs and the rest. What we're going to do is we're going to test how glorious the kingdom of Greg truly is. We're going to connect them, not just by a small bridge where they're able to get everyone filtered through. They're going to be fighting a battle on all fronts. And I know what you're thinking. Their only enemies at the moment are the blood of Durza, and they're only 8 people. But that's where you're wrong. Spite. So it'll be interesting to really see how that goes.
Oh, the Kingdom of Greg are taking casualties. How can we be so silly? Let's let the demons join in as well. Come, my friends. Everyone wants to meet you. Look, these two, they just want cuddles. You wouldn't kill your friend. He loves you, he just wants a hug and follow him in his journey to befriend the demon race. Demon friends? I think the real question is Gregory still alive? Yes! I mean, I don't know, I'm surprised. I made him immortal and he has over 14,000 health. Weirdly, he's still only using a stone weapon. Like, I know it's not been that many years, but there's Mithril right next to them. And he's got no armor. Also, at one point, he seems to have lost an eye. Finally, the glorious kingdom of Greg briefly then just dipped below the Gregless. The Gregless had more numbers. The first time since the start of this world, which was only 49 years ago. Now the demons have moved out. We're gonna make a new island, and I know he can't be replaced in our hearts. I think was he a dwarf? But we're gonna have Timothy, who is also going to be immortal, glow in the dark, and also poisonous. And in case the demons come back, we're also gonna make them fireproof. Because, Timothy, we're not gonna fail you in the same way that we failed Timmy. I promise you. Upon reflection, it may have been a better idea to let everyone advance more. Because at the moment, I don't really think there's a particularly high level of gear. Like, most people are just fighting fist to fist. We're gonna kidnap some people, and we're gonna bring them all over to this corner here, and just see how they get along. Maybe they'll start a new friendship. And no, and they're on fire. Catch. And Timothy seems to be a crab now. Oh, never mind, he's there. Let's get these lot a blessing. Fun guys. Get it? Cause mushroom. Gregory! They're honoring the glorious Gregory, who is still alive, of course. I reckon that we leave it. I won't touch anything at all until the year 100. Oh, after I, just... It's just kind of funny in Film No Man Land with chickens and piranhas. Anyway, year 100, let's go. Okay, it is quite mad that in 40 years of war and bloodshed, nothing's really changed. Like, the glorious kingdom of Greg is still dominating, the Gregless are still kind of sucking in the middle. I mean, the blood of Zokazoos has grown a bit, and we are in the Age of Sun. Oh, and most importantly, we have no more Timothy. Do we still have... We have Cobbo, Rob, Babbo, and Crob, who is apparently quite strong-minded. And Gregory is still the kid. What I was thinking was some demigods, like Achilles, Perseus, Theseus, Bellerophon. They have one thing in common, and that's they have to have opposition. They have to slay a monster, perform a great heroic feat, and Greg's not done that yet. I think to give Greg a true challenge and a true opponent, we are going to become a crab and battle him ourselves. Die, Gregory! He somehow got behind us. Right, what has that done? Okay, we explode on death. So, from the very basic standpoint, I think we've done quite a bit of damage to the kingdom. But the question we all have in our mind is he... You know what? I'll allow it. Although, in the interest of fairness... Oh, I'm a bad person. Oh, that was underwhelming. Oh my god! What have I done? Oh, the easy kingdom. Wait, are they the ones that are... Oh, they've made an offensive. There are 6 of them left. 5. But of course, Greg still is. We're going to see that number go down to 1 very soon. 3, 2, 1. And now it is interesting. Will Gregory, with only a fraction of his health, he's been starving for like 60 years because they never really worked out how to eat. Will Gregory be able to reclaim his homeland and take back what is rightfully his? Where is he? Let's have a look. He's running. 534 health. Oh, go on. 320. 164. Did he just one-shot a building with a stick? Oh wow, he's got 121 kills with it. He's taken a chunk of territory from them. The question is, will he start to have kids? I mean, we need to help him with that. We'll help him. Oh, 62 is being shot. 27. 27 health. 4 opponents, and he is off. No! Greg is dead. Long live Greg. So while this might not be the most scientific way of answering the question who would win, 1,000 peasants or 1 demigod, I mean, we do still have our 1,000 peasants, even if they are, you know, stupid and weak. We'll be in the age of hope, a time where the future is bright and full of possibilities. Well, the future will be bright. I mean, I guess you could say that in the end, maybe no one wins. Maybe that's it. What's Rocky, what? Timothy!
Here we have Lucifer, our resident Lord of Hell, which is a barren wasteland full of fire, torture, murder, more fire, demons, fire, ghasts, and flames. Now the residents of Hell are fireproof, venomous, lustful, deceitful, evil, greedy, and include the likes of the robot devil, Ryuk, Cain, Sauron, and that one subway worker who would ask for a chicken sub made out of turkey. Now that is evil. But of course, when there is evil, there is also good. And when there is hell, there is heaven. And our heavenly side is being led by our Lord and Saviour, Charlie, accompanied by Mr. Beast, Kermit, Bob Ross, the subway worker from earlier's co-worker who speared him for making the sandwich wrong. Oh, and every HostagePanda subscriber. That's right, you don't want to burn in the flames of hell. Subscribe. Now our angelic beings are strong, fast, attractive, regenerative, honest, blessed, and wise. Now it's time to place your bets in the comments. Who will win? Heaven or hell? We're seeing them form into their kingdoms, but these names kind of suck. Yeah, I don't know where the hamsters either. It looks like our armies of hell have split into 2 settlements. And the robot devil has gone off on his own and somehow got poisoned. Not really sure how you can poison a robot. And it seems that hell is being led by Cain. Let's see how they're getting on in heaven. They all seem to be working together, led by Mr. Beast. Wow, they are fast. And this lemon here is in heaven, is throwing himself on a grenade for a friend. However, this guy ate his clone. Which I believe firmly plants him in hell. But over here, we have a combined number of 17, narrowly beaten by the heavenly hamsters. Now, I think it's time that we give both sides a bit of time to expand. The heavenly hamsters have exploded in population. Hell and Robot Hell not doing too bad either, with Hell even pushing down Sap into the Jungle Candy Hell region. Interesting. The expedition is being led by one of our favourites. But it's you. At least he's nearly dead. What is actually happening here? Who are they fighting? I genuinely can't see, and I don't know where the fires come from. Oh! It's him, Kako, the gingerbread man, who's somehow evil and flesh-eating. Thankfully, he has been slain. Because we also have our first heavenly expansion, moving slightly forward into this plains, and I believe that's Enchanted Forest? Correct me if I'm wrong. Interestingly, the lemon is still alive. I mean, we can't have them enjoy the rest of their existence. So we're going to have to give them a bit of an incentive. Didn't manage to take one down with it. He was killed by Ida. Will henceforth be known as Lemon. Boop. It has been quite a while, and I've noticed that both sides have expanded quite a bit, with the Heavenly Hamsters a whopping 322, still led of course by Jimmy Beast, and they have a culture level of 15. Let's compare that to our second largest nation, Hell, with 116 people, still led by Cain, a culture level of 13. Finally, in the domain of the Robot Devil, we have Robot Hell, with a culture level of 12. It'll be interesting to see when these two turn against each other. Over in the savannah biome, this buffalo is just chilling, unperturbed by the goings-on
outside of their four walls. On the subject of the savannah, Robot Hell is encroaching on their territory. I'm not gonna lie, Heaven isn't far behind. We may be close to seeing our first signs of real conflict. Seems we have a fire broken out here in the Candy Kingdom. Ah, you will be burned for your treachery. Very interesting to see how far this fire will spread. Finally happened. Robot Hell has declared war on Hell. 155 against Hell's 138, with the armies reflecting that 23 against 19. Which of our original demons will make it through? While Hell's number slowly depletes, it seems that Robot Hell is only growing. Kane has been killed. Now I've checked everyone in the immediate surroundings, but it seems that Kane's killer died along with him, leaving Ryuk to defend him. Now Ryuk does seem to be at fairly low health, carrying only a legendary wooden sword. Let's see how this plays out. As Ryuk had been temporarily King of Hell, to now grants Rila the title of Kingslayer. Unfortunately, they're on fire and on 1 HP. RIP. On the subject of kings, let's check in on the Robot Devil, who seems to be better geared than Ryuk. A stone sword. He also, very sensibly, is staying far away from the front line. Whereas Hell are fighting amongst themselves and depleting their number. We have the Heavenly Hamsters here, ever expanding. Still there by Mr. Beast, who signed 18 children and killed 2. I've noticed that we only have 2 of our original demons, all of our heavenly beings. Now, I think one of the reasons for this is that because Heaven is peaceful, there's been no infighting. I'm not gonna lie, I did not notice all of our demons being slain. It seems that Lucifer was ended in the year 314 by Bonbon, Sauron by Candy. What a way to go. The evil Dark Lord, slain by a Mars bar. Not looking ideal for Hell. I fear that he's becoming too unbalanced with our heavenly side. I think it's time that we give Hell an avenger of some sort. Born by the spinning blade, cruel knife to make the angels fade, taker of life with no remorse. Here we have a boy named Horse. A horse is by far the most powerful being I've ever created. Now we will see if he can make a difference. Maybe I should make him stop burning the ground when he walks. You know how to got annoyed real fast. Hell has been pushed south by Robot Hell. We're trapping them in a pincer movement. I think while Robot Hell just polish off the stragglers in Hell, I think we should sow a little discourse. Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, windmill for a windmill. 1, 2, 3. Kermit has jumped into battle. Oh god, I've let Kermit die. Please don't be mean to me in the comments. It does seem like our demons are being defeated though. Slowly, but surely. Mr. Beast, King, is rushing in to avenge Kermit. And while that was going on, Hell has been destroyed, taken over by Robot Hell. We've now got 355 individuals. Still left by the Robot Devil. We're still left out of our favourite, Robot Devil. That idiot from Subway, Horse. All of you guys, still in it? Yeah? Mr. Beast, Bob Ross, Charlie, the hero of the Subway. Seems Horse is just chilling. I expected more from him, honestly. No matter. This time will come. And it seems like the two borders, slowly but surely, coming together. Just to make it interesting, we'll place some landmines in the beginning middle. Just so the war will start with a bang. Was that a sheep? Okay, it seems that all those landmines are really going to do is kill some wildlife. But you know what? I think it's worth it. Well, let's take a bit of time away from observing the front lines to look and see the rest of the map. So it seems that both nations have expanded outward to try and take over their entire side, with the Heavenly Hamsters at a massive 749 against 552. Damn. Jimmy's now had 21 children. There's only a few less than their culture left. The Robot Devil, only 17 children, but he does seem to have some pretty unreal gear. However, they possess a lower culture left finally. Heavenly Hamsters declared war on Robot Hell. The Heavenly Hamsters are going to main push right down the middle, splitting the territory, going for the capital. Whereas Robot Hell is preferring to fight a war on multiple fronts, sending a large group of forces down to their smaller force at the top of the river. Interestingly as well, it seems that they're trying to cut around to the outside to push through, putting the Hamsters on a war of two fronts. This is a chance for Horse to to prove himself. And here we have an invading force being led at the front by Waterbo. Hold up. I see one of our chosen down here. Bob Ross. Armed with a single stick. Bro, they killed Kermit earlier. I can't have Bob Ross die too. Wrong kill. Started to take his first bit of damage. He's now killed 3. But at what cost? His morality and health are plummeting. What's up? Well, I'm not gonna lie, with Kermit dying and then you. I don't know. I just feel like maybe nothing will help at this point. Maybe we're beyond help. Wait a minute, that idiot from Subway. Yeah, you know what? My mood has instantly been fixed. These Robot Hell are being more defensive, whereas the major offensive strategy of the Heavenly Hamsters is paying off. It seems the Hamsters are in part winning due to their technique of swarming the enemy with an unbeatable amount of opponents. Over on this front, there seems to be another major offensive forward, with the archers picking on the houses, burning them down. Not gonna lie, it's not looking good for the robots. Seriously, where is Horse? He's meant to be defending them. Born by the blades, live by the blades. He's not even got a weapon. Maybe if we move you down to the front lines, maybe here, because we don't need him to see too much combat, but we want him to get a taste for it. Now, he's quite quiet front, there aren't too many of them. Let's see what he can do. The Horse, now is your time to shine. He's just sitting there taking it. Oh, he's got a weapon now. Has a silver spear. The Horse has barely taken any damage, and more than that, he's now on his 9th kill. He is finally living up to his role as the Avenger. So leaving him for a while, let's see how the battle is going back. His Robot Hell being pushed all the way back up north on this front, and the Heavenly Hamsters just keep pushing forward. The entire fate of Robot Hell rests upon one man. And this little outpost here. Promise, I don't have a thing for burning windmill. It seems that with most of the warriors out on the front, that they are attacking civilians. Part of our divine, there are now 6 like Robot Devil, Horse. All of you guys, Mr. Beast, Charlie, and the subway worker who avenged me. While this man may be equipped for war, he came to heaven, blessed as he rescued a baby from a burning building. And Laban, the philosopher, unlike any seen before him, who introduced morality to the most evil figures in his kingdom. Through his sacrifice, he led his country to a peace that lasted 1,000 years. Then we have this guy, just sitting there dancing as the world burned. This is the exact reason he was sent to hell. On the battlefield, when his comrades and brothers died, he just stood there, dancing. Ah, that explains it. Dance away, my friend. It looks like the demons have been mostly defeated, leaving only the Flame Tower to fight back and has been defeated. They have managed to wipe out a decent chunk of territory from the Angels. So that's something, but not looking likely to be enough. Robot Hell is struggling. It seems that Horse has returned to the windmill of his birth and got away from the front line. What a coward. Sorry, dude, you are literally their only hope. Ah, you know what? That's right. I let Kermit and Bob Ross die, but I can't let the same happen to Horse. Wow, he is rapid now. They're being attacked by an immortal tree. So why wouldn't they be? It seems Robot Hell have been pushed back into their original corner. Because the Heavenly Hamsters, not only are they thriving, they are expanding. Now, I know I said earlier I didn't have anything against the windmills in heaven, but 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Seriously, how much grain are they producing? 10. Those useful ones. You're not gonna lie, I really don't see that doing much, but let's watch it anyway. He got no kills. Well, the windmills may not have done much, but there's now no grain. The hamsters. Yeah, the hamsters seem to be dominating right now. Yeah, not gonna lie, I don't feel too confident about Hell's chances. Just to see what a difference it would make, we're gonna give this whole region here multiple coffee, just to see if that can give them an advantage. Oh my god, they're quick. 222 to intelligence, 569 attack speed, 200 speed. Not gonna lie, that's gotta help them somehow. Right? Like, that can't do nothing. But it does mostly seem like they are just running about. So much good gear. But somehow, with all of that,
he has 1 kill. We're going to zoom out and wait until the year 400. I mean, you know, unless someone important dies. Wow. Gonna say, they're even still at war, but it turns out that they're not. But then the hamsters have just declared war again, so, you know, we're back on the right page. But whereas before, the hamsters had a bit of an advantage, now they have 1,283 against an army of 412. No chosen have died. You know what we're gonna do? Gonna give it another 10 years. Oh, this is interesting. The first time in history, it seems like heaven is fractured, leaving us with heavenly hamsters and oh, Iona. That name goes hard. It'll be interesting to see how that plays out. We seem to have a large attack force pushing up, all attacking with bows, and there is no defense to be seen here. Over here, there's more of a defense, but still nothing compared to the overwhelming numbers. No, horse has been killed? How? Not being funny. Horse is literally the most broken character on here. How did he die to a peasant? I mean, we now literally have the robot devil against you guys, Beastie, Charlie, and Subway Pop. Brilliant. The fallen angels are being steamrolled by the hamsters, who have now got up to 1,500 population. The fallen angels have been destroyed, leaving the hamsters controlling around 60% of the map, with nearly 2,000 population against robot health sub 300. Yeah, I really don't see this working out well for the devils. It seems we've got some of our boys leading the charge, with you guys armed in your silver helmet and bow, as well as Charlie. Fellas, I salute you. We're gonna follow you to battle. Well, it seems he's gonna stand there and shoot with this, which makes sense. But look at the amount of army that's pouring forwards. Gonna force them, trying to fight back. I don't think it's gonna be enough. There's just too many angels, not enough resistance. Where's the devil in all this? He is right at the back. But actually, the armies are getting a little bit closer to it. And now he's engaged in combat. The first time in his life. He's getting some kills, to be fair. But then again, he's an omnipotent being. Oh, the number's going down. He's got 7 kills, but it looks like the arrows are raining down. The king, Robot Hell, been defeated. And you guys were the one to kill him. Congratulations. Oh, we have another split-up faction from the hamsters. Let's see what happens anyway. No, you telling me the battle between Robot Hell and the hamsters is over? No, they're at 41. Let's have a look at the final few survivors. Oh my god, there are so many angels in here. With that, Robot Hell be defeated. Who would win? 10 giants or 100 dwarves? Before we can start adding any of our dwarves or giants, we need to give them somewhere to live. And we'll start with the giants. The giants are going to live in the top left of the map. We'll add a few nice little rivers, break up the scenery a little bit. The top left corner, we're just going to have some mountains. We're going to have the top bit be a mushroom biome. Just because of that absolutely gigantic mushroom. Nice normal plains biome, and kind of a mix of jungle and plains over here. Just scatter some berries here and there, and just go over everything with the vortex to make it look natural. I would say this is a land fit for our giants. Onto the dwarves. In terms of nature, dwarves are going to have a lot less to start out with, and their biomes are worse. But how they're going to make up for it is by having a lot more ore. Let's add our dwarves. So obviously, our dwarves are going to be tiny, but strong. We want them to mine and be greedy. Who knows? Maybe they'll dig too deep. That's our dwarves done. Onto the giants. So for the giants, I think we'll start by making them orcs. Right, before we start running off, we need to make you a group, and we need to actually make you giants. I mean, it kind of goes without saying, doesn't it? We're also going to make them fat, also strong. We now have our giants. And a really buff sheep. Oh, they killed Sheep King. Already, with the orcs, we have 12 of them. I promise I can count. 3 different villages of dwarfs. I nearly forgot. They each need a king. And we have our king. The king of the giants, we're going to give them Dragon Slayer, King Slayer, which is kind of counterintuitive to be fair, and Mage Slayer. And we're going to call him Big P. And now for their king. Their king will be ambitious, wise, and have a gold tooth. Lil P.
Not to be confused with Lil P. With that being done, let's start time and see how this develops. I think this should be interesting, because the giants are bigger and stronger, but there are a lot more dwarves and they're living in a much, much more bountiful land. Let's also give each side a load of sheep. You know the drip. Nothing's really going to happen for a while, so let's speed it up and I'll be back with you at year 25. So here's now the year 25. Wait, they're at war? Already? So interestingly, when the giants still have all this open space to play with, the dwarves seem to be using every section of their land. Now let's have a look at our 3 dwarven tribes. Starting out with Rocky. They've been around for 23 years, and they can build simple houses, axes, and weapons. Next we'll look at the Spears of Mir. Skill, progress, wisdom. And yeah, they have a culture level of 3. Not very wise, that. Not very wise. And finally, of course, we have the dwarves. Short kings, rise up. Disclaimer, I am not small. Now their king... Wait, Eerie? Oh god, what happened to Lil P? So unlike these other underdeveloped dwarves, these have a culture level of 4. Houses, axes, and weapons. They also know how to build a sword, and interestingly, seem to be at war against the Spears of Mir. We're not being funny, they are outnumbered and flanked on both sides. Over on the giant side, we seem to have 4 different tribes. I think the first people we've come across can build a tier 2 house. Good job. And the ones that we actually care about, the giant, determined by death. It's kind of metal. They are only a culture level of 3. But we don't care about that, because their king, Big P, still lives. Whoa, 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 whoa. There should not be a giant with the dwarves. We somehow got a power up, and that's made him double in size. Oh wow! The dwarves seem to be getting destroyed by the spears. There seems to be a counter-offensive being launched. This dude doesn't care about the war going on. He's just happy to mine. The dwarves are OG, so their king. Was that the bloke we just saw mining? You know what? Let's give him a hand to save his homeland. We're going to make the first giant dwarf. So that's weird. I'd have thought that the giants would be the ones always at war with each other. And they seem to be happy just chilling near the mountain. Thor's going on the offensive, but he's also unarmed and doesn't have much health. So, not really got my fingers crossed on that one. It's the last stand of the dwarves. I mean, the spears versus the giants doesn't really roll off the tongue as well. I swear to God, if they get wiped out as well. I mean, they're peaceful, but the giants haven't really pushed down into this area yet. Wait, what's that? That's a Shmiko? I think it's a snake, and we have... No. Timothy. No. It's fine. See, Timothy has no relevance to this video. He's just a guy that is immoral. And poisonous. And potentially dying to a snake. We're not having that. You're not getting involved again. Alright, get yourself back here. You have too much land as well. You don't deserve nice things. I mean, the thing I'm most surprised about so far is that the new dwarves just haven't touched any of these minerals. Like, come on, you're dwarves, you should mine. I mean, nothing much has really happened yet. And I think that might be because we're in the age of hope, which is kind of boring. The speed up time until the next age. Let's go. Whoa. The giants were just wiped out. Giants 2. Right, I'm not being funny. How is it that Giants and Giants 2 were both destroyed? I mean, it kind of just feels wrong to call them Giants 3. Giants. I am fair and unbiased. Oh wow, that did do quite a lot. But I'm all about equality. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I mean, I use the same amount of light, but if we look at the difference, oh god. See, I prefer to see this as a positive. Maybe it's moving them towards each other. Oh! Giants has declared war on the new dwarves. That's all well and good, but how are you getting there? You are not having a war when I can't see what's going on. I mean, sure, let's give them age of wonders. Maybe now one of them will develop some culture. This is the average HostagePanda subscriber. As you can see, they are immortal, lucky, and blessed. So if you want to be immortal, you know what to do. Anyway, back to the video. Now, usually, I just make a bridge between them and make them fight. But they're still only on stone swords. We'll wait. But no one's died yet. I'm not being funny, I really don't get how they've even found each other to wage war. Been quite a few natural disasters. All the crops are on fire. I kind of feel bad about that. But not that bad. Why are the sheep shielded? I'm not quite sure what's going on, and that scares me, so we're just going to grenade a sheep. Of course, the shielded sheep can survive a grenade. Why wouldn't they be able to? Giants has had a split-off faction. Got the Axe of Azord. Burn, failure, destroy, pain, forever truth. I mean, that looks like it should just be underneath a picture of, like, edgy Bart Simpson. What? There's been 11 deaths between the giants and the dwarves. How? Oh, is this a raiding party? We have a new dwarf ship over here with 2 passengers. They appear to have crashed on a rock. Make it easier next time. I mean, I know I shouldn't, because it would just be a nightmare to say. The war between giants and giants is progressing. It's got to the point I don't believe that giant is a real word anymore. Weirdly, King of the Dwarfs, despite being 102 years old, is only still got a club. No armor. I mean, when you look at the giants, and the giants, the dominant powerhouses. Although the giants have taken some more land off the giants. And the giants have taken more land. So let's just have a slight montage. The giants getting destroyed. Oh, they've ended the war. Well, that's boring. On the bright side, they are still at war with the dwarves. And there's been another 10 deaths. You know what? I think it may be time. But we're not just going to make a straight line across. That'd be boring. For the dwarves, we're gonna mass an army. Maybe around this little village here. Get ourselves marching up. And bear in mind, when you're going around here, you can't really be attacked. All your enemies will be funneled in front of you. So it's not like there's really any risk. What? No, I don't even want to check. I know what it's going to be. Brilliant. We have our first action on this front. And the dwarves are building a dog. He is a war chief leading from the front. With only his boots and a stick, he's making a name for himself. Give Heroic Harry a bit of a boost. I mean, sure. Let's make a weightless giant. Come on, Harry. We believe in you. I can't help but notice his mates aren't really backing him anymore. We scroll out, we see quite a big dwarven force coming up the other way. But I have faith in Heroic Harry. Right, come on, Harry. Come on. We believe in you. He died a hero's death. Whoa. Everyone hates giants. Especially the giants. Oh, there seems to be an invasion happening. The giants have got quite a big force amassed. Oh, I was going to do a slow, dramatic countdown, but I guess not. So now what we're going to do, we're at war there, speed up the time, and wait for conflict, and we'll make the war a little bit simpler. Just a little bit. They can still go around if they want. It would just make more sense not to. But we'll make this a lemon biome. Oh, wow. They're launching an attack directly in the homeland of the dwarves. Yeah, I can't see them lasting much longer. Whoa. What? Right, I'm not imagining things right. This orc here that we're looking at just shot a fire. He's some sort of mage or something. The evil staff. I mean, the dwarves are being fully split up, with giants attacking on both fronts. Just hit below 100, and the new dwarves no longer have a king. All hail the new king. The king is dead. All hail the king Semdom of the new dwarves. I mean, he's doing alright. 2/3 of his health. He's strong and peaceful. In a time of war, who elects a peaceful king? The really concerning thing is just how chill all the dwarves are. And look at this guy. He's just sitting there fishing. I mean, at this point, there's not even the giants killing. Just the fire. And yet another dwarven king, but this one is on fire. We're now down to single figures. Your entire culture, everything you've known for the last 16 years of your life is burning. And you're happy? I think we can safely say that the giants win this one. Question is, can they beat a dragon? The giants, in their final days, they know they're dying. They see thousands of dragons fill the skies, and they point a 7-year-old as king. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. The answer is unique. Who would win? One immortal genius. Anyway, let's see what happens. It seems like our giants aren't really making a village together, just kind of running around hunting cows, but we'll let them do their thing. whatever floats your boat. Whereas over here, Crimebird has already founded his first city. Much better. They've finally gathered. Not quite sure why there's only 3 of them. There's one more of them somewhere. Close enough. And King Paul isn't even the king. It's Aiden. He doesn't seem to be there. Of course. I mean, technically he is still a king, just of his nation of one. And I can't really imagine him being too successful, so we'll call the kingdom Paul as well. In Updog we trust. What's Updog? Oh, I forgot. I also put a lot of piranhas between them just because, I thought it was funny at the time. Let's see how things progress by the year 25. Oh, real quick, only 0.5% of you that watch my videos are subscribed. And I'm trying to hit 10,000 by the end of the year. And I can only do that with your help. Back to the video. Here we are. And already, I'm noticing that the crime nest has flourished. Damn. Crimebird has already fathered 12 kids. And he's in a good mood. What a nice bloke. And it seems they get on pretty well with Paul. And on the subject of Paul, let's check in with, Paul? I just want to say, canonically, Paul never died. They don't really seem to be doing too well at the moment. We've got to believe in Paul. House Tier 1, House Tier 2, Sharp Axes, Weapon Production, who is still led by the glorious King Aiden, who's had 6 children and 6 kills. Does that man just factory reset his family? And it seems he did so with a wooden stick. And our piranhas are still happily snapping away. No! Stop doing that! This is unacceptable. I will do this 7 more times if I have to. I kind of thought it would take a lot longer for the crime nest to catch up in terms of population, and I think based on the fact they're being led by an immortal genius, we'll make things a bit fairer. I'm really fighting a lot of temptation not to make all 111 names rhyme. So as always, the Age of Hope is boring. So, I will see you in 116 moons. Here we are in the Age of Tears. Despite my best efforts, the Kingdom of Paul is no more. So let's first check in with the crime nest. They're covering quite a bit of their land now, still led by Crimebird. And I mean, they can make windmills now. Over with the giants. The giants are pretty even, but they can't build any windmills. Plus, the crime nest have grown a lot more again. Swear to God, this game just wants to ruin the video ideas. Don't know how many more that was. The number's already gone down. Brilliant. And Zayden has become the new king of the giants. And you probably think I'm going to be unoriginal and name him King Paul. And you'd be absolutely right. Art is dead. And the giants have declared war on the crime nest. I've got a feeling that it won't be long before they start actually managing to send boats across. The piranhas can't keep killing the boats forever. And I want to wait until both these nations are more developed before they go to war. Now that there is no possibility of them attacking each other, let's go to the year 100. Quite a lot happened there. We briefly had a new nation. We're also in the Age of Dark. I mean, other than that, they're back at pretty even numbers. And this time, I'm not even going to boost up the giants. I am, however, going to place an evil bear on their continent. Got 1 kill. Come on. I think they're kind of bullying him now. He's tag teaming. Really not a fan of the Age of Dark. Can't really see what's going on, you know. And of course, we still have Crimebird, who now has 18 children. We are going to wait until the next stage. I know I said I wouldn't, but I mean, come on. The giants need something. And this time, I'm not even going to boost up the giants. Oh, why do I feel like that was a mistake? First and foremost, thank God, I can see again. The majority of the giants seem to have moved over to the new group of the bloody resort. Oh God, they're even less cultured than the giants. Not that the giants particularly have much. Natural selection will not be kind to the giants. So I think, being the benevolent and glorious god that I am, we'll make a bridge, give the giants 1,000 more soldiers, and watch them still get wiped out by the crime nest. Right here in the center for the few paths. Games begin. Crimebird's taking damage. I mean, he is miles away from the action. The crime nest are taking in casualties. The orcs are all on fire. No! Crimebird! He's been here since the start. I'm not even being funny. I'm genuinely distraught by that. Photona? Yeah, that's not gonna do. Sure. Okay, I might have given the giants just slightly too many people. But we're not gonna nuke them yet. 1 or 2 grenades. Just, oh, few there. Okay, that kind of did nothing. I genuinely think that the crime nest can pull this back. Before going any further, I want your bets in the comments. Who's gonna win? The giants or the crime nest? How is it as well? All those years, they've literally just gained 1 culture point. This is why they've got to lose. All of the giants just keep running into fire. Oh, now in all honesty, I don't think the Giants had much to do with that. I think it's more to do with all this... and the fire is just still spreading. Under 50. Oh, I don't think they're going to recover from this. They're down to just 10. And then there were 5. 3, 2, 1. Let's find our last guy. Where are you? Where are you hiding? And here they are. Locked in a jaw with the foul beast, Blazelman. We have... Timothy!
Worldbox. For every 25 years, I bomb the weakest player. Starting small and working our way up to the new.
Here we have our 8 kingdoms. 2 humans, 2 dwarfs, 2 orcs, and 2 elves. Our first nations are starting to develop. And of course, on both islands, the orcs just aren't making a nation. Because why would they? Normally, I'd go around and change all their names to some stupid joke. But I think I'm a bit better than that now. Finally, we have a nation on each island. So what we're going to do now, we're going to speed up time and see who's going to get new. I mean, we all know who's getting bombed. 37, 36, 15, 31, 38, 43, 39, 6. 6. We're going to start this off with a single piece of TNT. Right there. Well, let's see what happens. Now that was kind of underwhelming. Too much to our short kings. But if the fire spreads, that could be bad. But if they can't get their numbers up in the next 25 years, it's going to be slightly worse for them. Amazingly, against all odds, not only are the short kings still alive, they're not the smallest. We have the short kings on 34, the dorks on 54, the elf and safety violations on 37. They're not much higher than the short kings. The Ewek, however, are our first nation to surpass 100 people, and the first people to take over another island. Now, Beef may have 55 citizens. They are surrounded by the Ewek. Over here we have Dobby Sock with a strong 58, and finally, with only 31 citizens, we have Luton Airport. This time, we're going to drop 3 bombs. 1 there, 1 there, and 1 there. So let's see how much damage this does. And 1 for luck. Now that might not have done loads, but as soon as we hit the year 100, I guarantee it will do damage. The year 100. The age of wonders. 53, 65, 121, 66, 45. Luton Airport have tripled in size since we bombed them. The Short Kings, who appear to be at war with the Ewek. Now, it doesn't take a master strategist to realise that an army of 35 with a culture level of 16 has a massive advantage over an army of 2 with a culture level of 9. If you think about it, this is just the kindest thing that we can do. So we drop right in the centre, just here. Then we'll see that number start to go down pretty soon. That was quite underwhelming, so we'll just drop another few. Why not? That should do some more damage. Next up will be the Atom Bomb. We're in the year 125. This land belongs to Luton Airport, their population of 104 and a 33 strong standing army. Now, Short Kings, guys, I gave you 25 years to recover from that napalm bomb. Not really done the best job of that. I hate to do this. I really do. But you knew the rules. I think that's done it. I'm not quite sure how you're still alive. It is the year 150 in the Age of Dark, and the Short Kings have been destroyed, with the territory being contested by both the Dorks and Luton Airport, who are now at a whopping 162 population. It's not looking as good for Dobby Sock, with only 38. Down here, we have both the Ewek and the Elf and Safety violations on a respectable 71. But here it is, at a meager 19 population. We have Beef, 3 atomic bombs, 1 in each corner. It seems 3 was pretty effective, and then there were 5, with Dobby's sock currently being the lowest at 47. They're going to want to step their act up, because in 25 years, they're getting antimatter. So we are now in year 175, and we're back in the Age of Wonders, which is great, because I can now see things. And looking over the world now, Dobby's sock has redeemed himself. Nice. The dorks standing at a mere 24. And the dorks may be loyal beyond belief, with the ability to build boats, barracks, and windmills, and be led by a wise, peaceful king. But I mean, they're getting nuked. Oop. Is that it? Oh, sorry, I coughed. Now the loss of everything they've ever known won't feel so bad, because they've just got a friendly guy. I've got this weird feeling that in 25 years, that nation is not going to be so lucky. Now we are in the year 200. The first thing I've noticed, the Ewek are dead. That happened in year 178. Well, that's unfortunate. But here we are, Dobby's sock with 112. Luton Airport with 297. The dorks still somehow on 33. And the Elfin safety violation on 42. Now we all know what that means. This one can have quite a big effect on both the Elfin safety violations and Dobby's sock, as they've both got land nearby. I mean, let's be honest, this is the bit you all clicked on the video for. Right in the centre. What? They're dead? Whoa. What? Did I just see that right? Yo, this guy's shielded. Must be because of the Age of Wonder. We've got a little fella here too. We've got a Zut. That is honestly so mad that they survived. But will they be able to do anything in the next 25 years? Wait, what? You're not a dork. Who are you? No! Perfect. Really hoping for an underdog story, but it looks like the dorks have died. Oh wow, they really didn't last long. And not long after that, the Elfin safety violations were also destroyed. Then there are a bunch of natural disasters, a few new kings. It looks as well like we have a split-off faction of the Luton Airport with Wise. I mean, that's quite a big chunk of Luton Airport. But I can't help but notice that although they might be a pretty big chunk, they are the smallest nation. You know what that means. I've never actually seen what this does. I think what we're going to do is we're going to start off by dropping one, and if it does something cool, we'll drop like, I don't know, 50? I mean, does that... Whoa! Just one bomb can do all that. What will this do? I think I have a new favourite bomb. The Wisey are still clinging on. Luton Airport is still a powerhouse. Dobby's sock have moved from up here in the middle of all that conflict down to here. They're claiming 3 of the bottom 4 islands. Oh, I've ruined that island. So Wisey, today we're going to be playing a bit of a game. That's right, I call it Meteorite Catch. Meteorite Catch. And then there were 2. Finally, we're in the year 275, the age of hope. People feel optimistic about what was to come. Wouldn't that be what is to come? Either way, that doesn't matter. What matters is this is a time of peace and prosperity all across the land. Except if you're Dobby's sock, with a meagre population of 63. We're currently occupying 2 islands. So I think it's only fair we give them 2 nukes. We go 1, 2. Oh god. Oh god, I just realised we should have had a smaller brush size. I meant to be using this one. That feels like a war crime. I mean, so I guess that means Luton Airport wins. But don't worry, the video doesn't end yet. But we're not going to nuke them just for the sake of it. We're a reasonable, benevolent, loving God. So we're going to wait for the year 300 before we exterminate them. Do you honestly think, at this point in the video, I'd let you come in and become a major player? Sure, you know what, Holy Gamfu, you do have a part to play. I haven't tested out the bowling ball yet. I kind of forgot that it also bounced over onto Luton Airport. I mean, that didn't do as much as I thought it would. So before we wait another 25 years, let's just halve the population. Well, that's exciting.
1 minute later.
Okay, right, what haven't we done? Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to fill their entire continent with TNT. Oh, they've also got a village over here. And they've got a few over here as well. So now we've got our TNT down, we're not actually going to detonate. No, we're going to wait for them to do it. And what's more, instead of just, being at the year 350 and just killing a few more, we are going to wait for the year 500. And during that entire time, I'm not going to interfere. Oh, I really can't wait for this to explode. The year 500. In that time, I think Luton Airport had 4 or 5 rebellions and took them all out. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter how big your nation grows. We have a new, smallest nation. I think there's only one thing we can really do. Oh.
Who would win? The gods or the titans?
Before we get started, we have to choose a map. And I think for this battle, there's only one real choice, the real world map, which was created by Sirish11. Well, I've never actually played this map before, but this is beautiful. Like the texture in it, mwah, chef kiss. So the first thing we're gonna have to do is get our titans down. And for the titans, I think we're gonna start with the orcs. And while it would make sense to put them in Greece, we're gonna pop them all the way up in Canada. I'm going to start with 10 titans. Kronos, Krios, Hyperion, Hurst, Helmsley, Real Titan, look it up. Oceanus, Thea, Orthea, Themis, Big Pete, and Prometheus. Not going to lie, I know for a fact that I butchered most of those names. And now, what traits shall we give to the titans? Now, they need to be giant. I'm going to make them giant and fat. Yeah, we'll make them strong, ugly and tough, bloodlusted. Now, we're not going to make them all immortal, but we might pick 1 or 2 and bestow them with a few extra gifts. Nightchild, Dragon Slaying, King Slaying, a good set of genes for him. And for Kronos, we're going to make him fertile, ambitious and deceitful, immortal, and we'll chuck in just a few more, just so he is really the best. To make sure we don't lose him as well, we're going to start this done. Now, those of you that watched my previous videos know that we'd usually go over to the other side of the island and get our gods down. But no, not this time. You see, I want there to be an age of the Titans prior to the gods coming. Let's say 100 years. Oh god, no, but how's that fair, you ask? Shut up, nerd. Because you see, I'm going to make our god broken. But while the Titans may be bloodthirsty, this first 100 years, I want them to have an age of peace. And so, we turn off angry villagers, turn off diplomacy and rebellions. I think this will allow the Titans to grow over that 100 years. But of course, the second that our gods are down, we will sow some dissent into the Titans. I also think that there's going to be a pretty gorgeous time lapse. Let's go! Yeah, it would probably help if we call them the Titans. So we're halfway there in the year 50. Not gonna lie, I was expecting more. Yeah, they might have conquered like all of Canada, but they're still living in huts. Now, I know the Titans aren't meant to be the brightest of the bunch, but seriously? Either way, let's have a quick look into how they're all getting on. So firstly, the Titans, led by King Kronos. Currently the Titans are on a culture level of 8. Pretty good, pretty good. Let's see how they compare to also the Titans. Also the Titans are led by Hyperion Hurst Helmsley. Now they're actually more culture with a culture level of 9. On to Tall Oz. I mean, the Titans, because we're cool. Led by Themis. Themis? Doesn't matter. He's got 8 children and he's sad. Poor fella. Who are actually, surprisingly, the most cultured, despite the Z in the name. You know what, we'll put some sheep down as well. That's a lot of sheep. Anyway, I will see you in the year 100. Here we are, the year 100. Straight away I've noticed they've not really strayed away from their continent. And while they might still be living in tents, they do have a windmill and are in the process of building a dock, still led by Kronos. I mean, he's immortal and they have no war, diplomacy, rebellions, stealing borders. And now, onto the part you have all been waiting for, gods. Now, the gods are going to start as elves, and because we placed the Titans up in Canada, Greece is now completely free. However, I think we have a much better place for them, the UK. And look, the eagle-eyed amongst you may have noticed that the channel is now filled in. And there's a very good reason for that. The UK is tiny. Like, if we just left them alone, there'd be no way that they could develop to the point to be able to face the Titans. However, now they have access to all of Europe, also Africa. But before we give them their godly traits, we need to name them. Zeus, Odin, Ra, Timothy, who is both immortal and poisonous, Percy Jackson, and every HostagePanda subscriber. That's right, every single person who is subscribed to this channel is now a deity. You're welcome. And because every HostagePanda subscriber would be a real mouthful to say, we're going to pick a random comment on a previous video. You are a god now. You're welcome. On to the godly traits. Agile, attractive, eagle-eyed, fast, lustful, because I mean, Zeus. Immortal, obviously. We'll make him glow in the dark as well, because it's just kind of fun, isn't it? And with that, let's see how things progress. That is such a dead name. The gods, with skill and uptime. I can't keep making this joke. Every time. It looks like they've kind of split in half, with the majority of the cool ones down here, so the real gods. And Percy Jackson, now king of the real gods. We seem to have our first emigration. I mean, obviously other than Europe and Africa, but I mean, come on, look at them. They're like one landmass, so it doesn't count. They're finally expanded down. Interesting. Very interesting. Once more, the Titan, well, technically also the Titans, but well, same thing, have moved over into the top of Asia. Yeah, I was going to name the specific country, but this map is doing my head in. The Titans have had their first taste of civil war. The Titans declaring war on also the Titans. To an army of 28 against an army. That most of the real gods, as well as the gods, do not possess those godly gifts. But I think it would just be too unbalanced to go and bless them all. So the way we're going to look at it is everyone that isn't one of the original ones is a demigod. Apart from this dude, they seem to be quite godlike. We found another, that one dude who draws. I would just like to point out how long this is taking. Like, I appreciate in the edit, I've probably made this a time lapse. I am spending an ungodly amount of time finding all of these. And we're probably going to do it even faster with the Titans. I mean, here's mostly, so we get a notification when any of them die. I really should have done this at the start when it would have been easy. But I'll make sure to make it fast for you lot. I just realised two very important things before I wasted all my time. One is we can see that they're giant. All of these, I just wasted my time. But more importantly, I didn't make the Titans all immortal. So most of them are probably dead. I'm really happy I realised that before I went round all of them. The gods have declared war on the real gods. This could be interesting. Also seeing that there's been the bloody clash of the Titans. And I'm talking about the original. Because while I enjoyed the sequel as a kid, it didn't have enough of that clockwork out. No, Percy Jackson was killed by Iona, this dog. Right, let's have a look here. Okay, admittedly, he does seem to be a rather powerful demigod. Let's have a look specifically what makes him tick. He's essentially got all the traits of a real god. We shall name it greatest of the demigods. On that note, let us watch things continue. What? In a matter of seconds, both Odin and Gabe were slain by Nemona and Nakoda. Not gonna lie, I really can't be bothered keeping up naming them, so we'll just have to accept that. But more importantly, the Titans have declared war on the gods. And of our favourites, only 6 remain. No, wait, Timothy has been slain. Maybe, after all this time, all these videos, something has changed. Maybe now I commiserate with him. His constant plight of suffering. Maybe I don't want Timothy to burn. Maybe I want him to flourish. Or maybe I just want to be the one to kill him. And all that fun, I nearly missed that Big Bill has been slain. But you know what? I'm satisfied. We're down to 4. The Titans. Titans, the gods, and the real god. And ooh, it looks like the Titans have been pushed back, as well as the real god. Damn, I didn't realise they're only on 16. And only 4 of our originals remain. Ra, that one dude who draws, Zeus, and Kronos. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot how overpowered Kronos was, but when looking at his health, compared to all the rest of it, yeah, he's kind of goated. Who will be the next kingdom we slay? Right, good. The Titans have now declared war on the Titans. Titans! One guy left. Where are you? No! What? I was waiting for the Titans to perish, but Zeus was slain by Tom? That is kind of wild. So we're now left with 3. Did I pick the wrong guy? Right, let's actually find our last Titan. Ah, nearly got me. We're just going to cripple every single god isn't a Titan. Dogs aren't spared either. Nor a rat. Brilliant. Found him. Top Horde. I'm not being funny, that took a disgusting amount of time. How did he get here? Seriously, how? Either way, he is a powerful Donny. I'm going to make him a more unlucky as well, just because I want to see what happens. We're going to add to his favourites, and we're going to follow him until his untimely demise. I kind of feel guilty for doing it, but he has to be tested with his wooden stick. Okay, maybe he died, but can we just count how many kills he got before he died again? What a way to go. Now there were 3. Titans, the gods, and the real gods. We still have Ra, one dude who draws, and Kronos. Wow, I'm not gonna lie, the gods have some pretty mental culture. We're gonna go Sonic speed again until either someone dies or we hit the year 200. Let's go. The year 192, and the real gods have been slain. And once again, I am baffled with how good this map is. Like, look at it. In the Age of Wonders, this is beautiful. All of our guys are alive and thriving. And more impressive, has Ra got more health? Ah, he's decked out in some legendary leather and wood. One dude who draws is still in this. Remember, if you subscribe and comment, this could be you. Once again, we're just going to keep on going until something happens. Oh. What? The gods have splintered. Whoa, that kind of looks like a fish. That's so cool. So in a short space of time, the gods have taken over as the prominent godly kingdom. Banishing the gods themselves over to Madagascar. It seems that both Ra and that one dude who draws have converted over to the gods. The kingdom of the gods has been destroyed. It seems that the gods are being pushed back into Asia, the Titans outnumbering them 9-1. And more importantly, finally, one of our gods is a king again. Long may he reign. It may well be that by the year 300, the gods will have fallen. No, that one dude who draws, leaving us with Ra and Kronos. Can I imagine that one dude who draws was our second longest surviving god? But by the looks of things, Ra won't be long after. Gods are down to their final 20 against the might of 1,176 Titans, still led by Kronos. Although, not gonna lie, Kronos only has 9 kills, whereas Ra, man of the people, has had 19 kills. He will die hero's death. Well, my calculations were a year off. However, they know not what a real god is. Worldbox, but every 25 years, the water rises. First things first, we're going to have to choose a map. And I'm thinking 3 islands. You know, I think I've been slightly misled. I was under the impression there were going to be 3 islands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And as we know, 14 is larger than 3. What I'm thinking, to make things fair, is on the main 3 islands, we're going to have humans, let's face it, humans suck. And then, for all the other little islands, we're going to have a mix of elves, dwarfs, and orcs. Bunch of them there. Bunch of them there. Bunch of them there. So this one is for the dwarfs and rabbits. This one, we're going to have 1 monkey and 1 dude. So obviously, this one's for the elves. Because if we had some lines here and an LNF, it says elf. Like, come on. You cannot be more obvious than that. This, of course, is one of our human isles. And I think down here, we could go for a crocodile or maybe an elf. Hello? Doesn't look like a crocodile to me. No. He's not ruining another video. We'll revisit Timothy shortly. Orcs, dwarfs, elves, cows, frog. And for these last 2, who will make it? So the way that this is going to work is we're going to wait for them all to make their little cities, make their little villages, and then 25 years in the year 275, you're going to do a bit of terraforming. Before that, these names suck. let's sort that out. We're going to have the south, the north, west, the east, other east, bottom right. Yorichi Tsugu Kani 4539. We're going to call him 4539. And with that out of the way, I'll see you near 275. But here we are, year 275, the Age of Tears. First and foremost, let's check in on Timothy, see if he has survived. Good. But as you know, he does have a habit of coming back. Not this time. With that out of the way, let's have a look at our biggest population. Up in the north, we have the south, an army of 5. The culture level of 7, not bad. Not bad at all. Now the other south have no army, culture level of 5. I am noticing that only the middle south have a standing army, and I expect in short order, these two will be $25 years. Firstly, I've noticed we've lost quite a few different settlements, and the south continues to be number 1 in terms of population. Standing army of 30, closely followed by the east, 91. And yeah, none of the others are really particularly impressive, not gonna lie. However, you know what time it is. And yeah, maybe the reason that the south is doing so well is they just have so much more land than everyone else. And there's a man who passionate values fairness. We're going to cut some of the bigger land masses in half and spare some of the little ones. Inside the Netherlands, I think we might as well do this across like borderlines. Yeah, that's right, I play favourites. I feel like 25 years is too short of an amount of time. Let's be real, if we keep going at that pace, by the year 400, we'll have no more land and no more video. And so, we're going to wait not until the year 350, not the year 400, but rather the year 500. Well, that took a while. And looking at the map, childhood. However, I'm not a child. I am 20. Interesting. Okay, yeah, not gonna lie, the maps look awful right now. God, I'm not even sure if I want to do a time lapse and see this. Ooh, I know how to make it more interesting. Who knows? Will that make a difference? I don't know. Well, it's been 50 years and we're in the age of act. Got quite a few new peeps. It seems that Lee got a massive 43 Got a lot of you. Wait, why are they fighting? Wait. What? But he dies. The snakes. At the end of the day, I suppose, it doesn't really matter. Like, he's got 17 health yet. Provided the elves don't all eat him, should be fine. Azza. I mean, he's already pretty badass before we bless him. But he slew Timothy, and that means blessings. Agile, active, eagle-eyed, bubbled, fast, long-lived, immune. Yeah, real talk, we don't want him passing down the genes. Giant, freeze-proof, fireproof, immune to poison. So this bloke, he could eat Timothy. No problems there. Yeah, for mine, you know what? Let's just make him mad. Let's just make it so he hopefully attacks everyone. We'll also make him explode on death. And glow. Oh. I was not anticipating that. Anyway, it appears we have all our colonies around the outside. As mentioned, we'll leave it 50 more years, and then we'll put one island in the middle, and we'll all fight to the death. Let's go. There it is, the year 600. Once again. There we are.
A few moments later.
North wind, up the north.